Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Rise of Industry. And we can now officially... Oh, we're getting a little truck issues here. It's probably just a momentary lapse. We can officially get some more copper going. We have purchased a build permit for the central region. So I believe that was the first auction for a build permit. So we now have the first... Wait a second, what? Cost of all buildings reduced by 25 for 6 months? Dang, I didn't realize you got that with the build permit. That's kind of PogChamp. That actually makes me tempted to actually try to get the factories, not just the gatherers, but the actual factories in this tiling so that we can save 25%. We're up to 1.5 million. We're doing fantastically right now, actually. Holy cow. But I'd like to get these going down here. And if we could get them into this region where they're going to be 600,000, can we kind of just snake them on the line there? Let's keep the game paused here for a second because this is going to be rather expensive. We only have 500,000 left. I don't know if we're going to have enough to do this. We might just have to go one factory for now and just slowly build up to it. In fact, all that really matters so one of these, oh, each harvester is like 100-something thousand. It's going to be very expensive. And these are going to produce up to 15 per month, actually, right? And we need 2 per 15 days for each of those, so 4, so we need 8 per month. So we only need, let's just do 3 of these, but I don't think we're going to have enough for a warehouse. Like, are we even going to have enough for a road? I think it's just showing us that there's a region line there. This is kind of like a yikes situation here. We have 36,000. It's not enough for a warehouse. There's no doubt about that. Warehouse is 150,000. And we are making money. I'm tempted to bop one of these, though. Well, you know what? No, let's try to do this without a warehouse. It's not going to be the most efficient thing in the world, but let's just have these sort of pushing directly to these factories here for now. So you're going to deliver to both of those. In fact, actually, it's going to be minimum 2 because that's how much you need to process, and then like maximum. Well, the maximum doesn't really matter. That's going to be fine. Minimum 2, maximum 6. These we need set up to do the copper tubing rather than the copper wire. So that'll be a different good that needs to be done. These are going to have to push out to here, though. This is where things are going to get shaky. This is why we need another warehouse, but... Can we go to the warehouse screen? Thanks. Warehouse 4. And this will be warehouse 4 as well. And then from this warehouse, we're going to need to push copper tubing into town. This should be decent money. It'll be nice once we get a warehouse here. And then we might actually have like a truck. This might be a good situation for a truck depot. Put a warehouse here, do a truck depot. Get this stuff delivered a little bit more effectively. We have truck depots done, don't we? Yeah, we have them researched, but 225,000 wowzers. We're down to like no money. It might force us to take a loan, which would be super unfortunate. Because we don't need the loan. We just need to make money here. We're going to make a bit of money, but then but then we're going to get hit with next month's upkeep. Yep, we're down in the... Oh, 280,000? I think we're going to be fine. Yeah, there we go. We survived the upkeep hit. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay here. So we're producing 9. We're producing 9 copper. And here we're turning effectively 8 copper per month into 8 copper tubing, which is going to be worth significantly, which is basically going to be another extra 100 and something thousand, 150,000 per month, which is great. These are vehicles are, well, I think it's just trying to rush out a lot of product at the same time. Vehicles are getting tripped up for like a second. That after a harvest or something, I think that makes sense. How are we doing on the vegetables? I don't think there's any way that we're actually getting 9 vegetables. We could actually check. We haven't actually checked. Let's check out the 30 here. December 30th, how many vegetables we have in here. December 29th. We got up to like 7, right? Does that sound right? 2 vegetables per field, 35-day harvest cycle though. Oh, so it takes 1 water per field. Ends up being 2 vegetables per field. So we effectively get, right, there's 3 fields here for each of these. So we have 9 fields. That's 18. Basically per month. Losing money? Yeah, don't show that again. We're doing fine. Gathers efficiency. You know what actually that reminds me of? What we could do is that same thing we did for the gatherers. We could actually go in and try to actually boost the crop field. That would actually be a huge amount of additional. I'd also like to do it for the coastal harvesters for the water, right? This will get us more water. Water towers would also be very handy as well. I'd like to hit all of this stuff up, I think. At one point. That being said, can we push into doing... We can't do buttons until what? Till coal, right? Where were buttons? Oh, is the game actually still progressing right now while we're like not paying any attention? I don't even remember where we originally found the buttons. Plastic, that's right, we need plastic. And plastic requires... Oh no, we can kind of work towards that. We totally can. I'm getting mixed around here, guys. Why am I not finding that screen we're looking at the whole time? Here, this is what I'm looking for. Plastic, buttons. There we go. It's not hard. So we just need to research. We have plastic. We could start turning oil and gas into plastic. We just need to do buttons. Buttons is going to be very expensive though to research, but let's start it after we get some of this cheaper stuff done. I don't even know what just... Oh, it's just the potato. We just got that noise for saying, hey, look, you've done potatoes. And I think they'll actually buy potatoes. Yeah, you'll buy potatoes. So we could set up some potato fields. That would require getting more water, which I think would be fine. We might actually need another warehouse. This thing is actually just not doing... This thing is kind of problematic at this point. Why are we sending water... Don't I have it set, instead of sending the water to the warehouse, don't I have this set to do... Didn't we automate this? How did it get flipped back to manual? Or, sorry, didn't we made it manual. So how did it get flipped back to automate there? I think this is going to be better. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's turn on our production bubbles. Some of this stuff is getting flipped around in a way that I'm not sure. Maybe it's because we hit Alt and Tab and stuff. I don't know. Farm storage has gone up. Okay. Everything seems to be working, right? You want to see a lot of green and gray. Red is bad. Everything seems to be working. We're making money. Money's like, actually, this is by far the most successful run I've ever done on this game thus far. We could technically be selling stuff out to here. Actually, we could just do the potatoes out here. We could totally just set the potato economy up out here. There's nothing really else I think we're going to do in this section. We could double check that by looking at the resources. Yeah, oil is way up here. Gas, unfortunately, if there was a gas on this side of the river, I'd say we could actually do plastics down here. But maybe that would be too far away to try to meet up with plastics and wiring. We probably do want to do plastics up here instead. We're not going to do it yet because we don't need plastics to sell directly. Like, they're not worth anything by themselves. Technically, there's a hardware store here. But let's take advantage of this. 60 months, let's take advantage of this reduced build cost down here. Just kind of thinking, okay, where do we set ourselves up here? We could get water, and then we could do crops. I mean, that's on the main road. I don't know if I like that. We could do water here. This whole area could become potato fields. That might be good. That might be a little bit of a traffic jam, but there you have it. Crop fields are, wow, crop fields are not too expensive, but remember, it's not just the actual crop field, it's this cost of putting the actual potato bits down. Which can get kind of expensive. Yeah, that's actually very expensive. Let's try to do another one, though. And then we might spend our money doing a warehouse or two. Well, we'll need a warehouse down here, that's for sure. See how that looked. Yep, that came out right. That came out right. Good. All right, so then we'll probably have a warehouse for the potatoes. What we could also do is probably leave ourselves a little bit of room for additional potato fields. Yeah. Counterclockwise is the way we're going here. As always. There we go. And this is actually going to be relatively sort of independent here. We could end up making a sort of a wraparound connection of sorts for just general like movement through the area. How expensive is this going to be? Yeah, we're fine. Can we get another warehouse though? 150,000. I don't think there's an upkeep for warehouses either. So I think having a warehouse, I mean, this is working, I think, but what we're going to need without question is a truck depot. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm actually going to bop some of this, put the warehouse like in the center of this area. There we go. That should update there. There we go. Yep, it's kind of fixing itself. That one's still complaining a little bit. So this will be good because I think what we're going to do is now we're going to say go to make this warehouse 6 instead. Let's see, warehouse 6 is going to be like doing a long trek trying to get it sold. That's the one thing we don't like, and that's what's going to get fixed with the actual truck transports. Okay. Yep, just send everything to warehouse 6. And so that's why we need like a warehouse probably maybe even like over here, very close to town, but not so close that we're going to be strangling the town. Set up a warehouse out here, have the truck depot deliver it to here, and then we can just do a quick drop off. Maybe that's not even required, I don't know, but the trucks that I think the trucks that do via the truck depot are cheaper and more effective, like more efficient. So we don't have enough money to do that at the moment. This will be fine. What we do need to do is set up a delivery from here to town. And then effectively, at this point, we're kind of going to get rid of that delivery and just, yeah. Let's go up to speed 10. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this working right? Potato farm. Ones that are right nearby. They should be getting water. Potatoes are, do we have potatoes set up to sell? We do not. Farm produce, potatoes, and there should be, we could just sell right into town here, I think. Yep, right nearby. It's gonna be great. That's only gonna be, 6 potatoes a month, but it should be enough to kind of pay for itself, pay for all of this upkeep. So that'll be nice at least to break even there. And then, like I said, we could very easily get more potatoes going. That wouldn't even be a problem at all. 9 million to build in St. Michael's. Is anybody going to be able to afford that? Holy cow. No, I think it auto-closed. I think it literally auto-closed because I don't think anybody has that much money. That's crazy. We need that too. So luckily no one bought that, because if someone bought that, I think we'd be stuck without it. I think only one company can have a build permit in the region, which I think is kind of weird, because it kind of makes sense, because it'd be annoying if like they started literally building right on top of you, or started taking like just ninjing your resources, out of nowhere on you. But I think that'd be kind of cool actually if there was that conflict between the AI for space and stuff like that. But I think if you buy a build permit, you're solid. We're making a ton of money per month. What that means is we need to go down into the research thing here. And I just need to find it. There it is. This right here. This will let us spend more on research per month. So that's actually going to be huge, because we could literally increase our research production by 150%. From 100,000 per month to 250,000 per month. Now we have to pay that price. But as long as we're making such big profits, that's going to be kind of worth it. It's kind of keep an eye on 135%. That's actually a little bit, it started at 130%, so this is kind of better. And they're buying 11 per month. If we can get more copper, we could just make more money. Like at this point, it's a copper issue. At this point, it's a copper issue. And we know we could actually radically increase copper production, like massively. So I'm not worried. This looks to be only 5 long, huh? So I end up building some more copper pipe bits over here. River Ridge, this is us. Truck speed increased by 34% for 22 months. See, they're buying it. See, I feel like That's kind of cool. They're bidding for it. This must be literally, it must be irrelevant who's selling it. This is probably literally just a boon for whoever gets it wherever they are on the map, which is crazy. I don't think we're going to buy that. I don't think we care that much. If they want to waste their money on that, that's fine. Our trucks are getting where they need to go. I don't think faster moving trucks is going to change anything. Whoa, we have too much copper up here. Holy cow, I did not see that coming. Yeah, we lost the auction. Woo-hoo-hoo, you know, but we're fine. Okay. Now, the thing is, we're using... Wait a second. Does this make sense? We're producing 15 copper per month. Here we're using... Yeah, we were only using 6. Now we're going to be using 16, technically. And if we check here, we're going to be making... Now we're making 8 copper. We're making 8 copper wire per 16. It's 16 per month, whereas they're willing to buy 22 per month. Yeah, let's just build another one. I know we're not getting the same discount in this region, but we need to build this stuff in this region, so I think it doesn't really matter too much at that point. This stuff is actually set, I think, to push to warehouse 2. Yeah, so I mean, we could continue to do that, but I think we're gonna keep doing what we're doing, but we do need to eventually set up another similar sort of bus depot, or bus depot. How many times have I been saying bus depot actually? Warehouse 2, and then send this to warehouse 2. It's actually interesting. It's saying warehouse 3 is closer, but warehouse 2 is much closer to town. Yeah, technically it might be closer, but we're not going to go up this way and then go backtrack up this way. That doesn't make sense. It's actually definitely closer going to warehouse 2, but there you go. Production alert. Storage is full. Yeah, storage is full. That's fine. We're going to be using more now. In fact, I believe we're going to be using so much that we cannot actually keep all 5 of these going active. Right? Because now we're going to be using 20 per month. We only produce 15 per month. So there you have it. We're not going to quite have those working around the clock. But we will for a bit, at least while we have the surplus. Let's see how much money we make next month. And I think that's going to be a big determining factor. 10 million for something here. Oh, they're actually buying it for 9. Wow. St. Michael's, they're coming in and they have the money for it. Wow. Weak Motors, huh? Weak Motors is going for it. We need, that means that we need Beaver Dam. like big time. So we need to earn some money so that we have the ability to pounce on Beaver Dam when it comes up. Yeah, they're actually going to pay 9 million for St. Michael's. Dang. Yep, we're not going to be able to do anything about that. March. How much money are we going to make at the end of the month here? It's kind of a big... It might take a couple months. There we go. 400,000 positive. That's really, really nice. That's above and beyond. So it looks like we immediately go, oh, it's like we're losing 400,000. That's because we haven't sold anything this month. So we did make a full solid 400,000 next month. We could increase the research and development value up to 250. That would have cut that total 400,000 earned down by 150, right? Because that's the difference. We just made even more money last month. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's be researching faster. Technically, we can increase the efficiency of the workerman's grant. What's this all about? Wait a second. Hold on. Monthly stipend from the government for 100,000. Let's go. Let's go. That's actually going to cover almost the cost of the extra research that we're going to be doing. That's huge. Let's pause the game while we look at this for a second. Factory efficiency definitely seems very strong. It seems very good. Trains actually might need to come into play here soon. also getting the extra capacity here is going to be very, very good. Extra destination slots. This is going to... Well, actually, hold on a second. I don't even know if we really care about that stuff, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it. We're going to have buttons going. And then beyond buttons, we need stuff that we don't have access to coal. We don't have access to iron. So we're limited. We can't do glass and we can't do steel. We could do brick into concrete, but no one wants to buy any of this stuff. Yet, right? Yet. That is going to kind of change. That there are going to be shops popping up. We can actually look around and see if there's other shops already sort of popping up in other regions that we could try to take advantage of. And it'd be nice to just scoop up all of this stuff just to kind of have this stuff done. Let's grab the stuff that we know we're probably going to want. Like these efficiencies. That extra truck capacity. Oh, we definitely want that. Urban road speed is actually going to be like really, really good. That's going to be very, very good. I think we want all of this stuff here. Heck, we might want those bridges coming online too. Okay, we're full up. That'll be a lot of research that we do, but now we're getting a good boon to our research, so it should all kind of play into itself quite well. Let's see if we can go to the shop overview. Yep, none of them have grown. None of the cities have grown yet. River Ridge is prospering, so eventually it will want to grow. Once it grows, we can add a new shop to it. Once we add a new shop to it, we hopefully, I'd love to be able to do an appliance shop, if there's such a thing. I'm assuming stoves and refrigerators are sold at some sort of appliance shop that sell the same, you know, collection of things. So, because that's kind of where we're kind of going, is if we can take this copper and actually do, use the wiring and the piping and everything to get stoves and refrigerators, we could be making huge money. Monthly payment of all existing and new loans. See, that's really good. That's huge. This is huge. And I'm actually kind of curious. Let's take a look and see if this is going to work the way that I think. See, we're paying $80,000 a month now on that loan. I don't know why we're paying it now. We weren't paying it sooner. Let's definitely bid for this. We probably could have taken a loan out to actually get this. So let's see if that cuts now. Let's see if that cuts. Or if that was only specifically for like the region, like loans from the region or what, I don't know. No one actually fought with us on that. Does no one else have any loans? I doubt it. Someone just paid $9 million for a bit. We haven't been playing this that long. We're only in year 4. We're gonna the money might be a little bit low either this month or last month because of we had to pay that $300,000 for that bid, right? Let's keep an eye on the ironmonger here for a second. 9. Oh, they want to buy 13 now. Let's go. They're actually down to buy 13 of each of these. That's huge. They're getting 4 buttons now, and that's up from like 2 to 3. Yeah, I was going to say 10's like our max capacity. So we're doing really, really well here. Getting up to 10 per 15 tick. Very nice. Very nice. I'm seeing green, but I don't know if it's 1 million. Profit of 400,000. See, yep, we wasted that 300,000. It's not coming into effect. It's whatever. I don't get that. That's okay. Paying that extra 250 for research and development. Where's the grant? Or is the grant's already gone? That lasted for like 2 months. That was nothing. Literally nothing. Okay, we could get way more piping going on here. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. It's time. It's time. Let's set up the truck depot and hopefully get this working. Fingers crossed here. Let's also kind of look. There's the ironmonger. So I think we just want to... I don't know if the warehouse, like if there's some sort of benefit to having the warehouse kind of like within range, but let's kind of try to do that. I want to leave room for the city to grow. And I don't know how big they can get eventually. I'm kind of just curious. I'm not sure if the goods are going to get sold from the trade bit or if they're going to get, I think they're going to get sold from the warehouse. So this way they come in, they're going to be making a left turn. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. Let's actually bump it out here. So they're making right turns into here. They make a right turn into here. They make a right turn to leave. Then they go into the warehouse. They pump out here and then they come here and they make a left turn. That left turn is going to be a little annoying on the way back, but I don't think there's anything we can really do about that. This will be the truck depot. I believe you can only build one of these per warehouse. So it kind of like it's now, it's tied, it's connected with this warehouse. And you need these to fulfill requests for warehouse requests. Need one on both ends of a request, I believe. Same logic here. Truck might have to go here to pick up. Then when they're leaving, can we build a... We can do a little bit of terraforming, but... I don't think we really need to. There we go. Okay, now let's get this other depot set up. And I'm not even, I'll be the first to admit, I'm not really at all any sort of expert in understanding how this actually works. But I think the goal is here is instead of doing your delivery into town, what we're gonna do trying to kind of keep, you know, on the grid that the city's working on here. What we're going to do is we're going to request copper tubing. Okay. Requesting copper tubing. Now we're going to send copper tubing into town. And this might not be any more efficient in the short term, but hopefully it will be long term. And once we start moving more bulk back and forth. So this request right here, I believe this request means... And honestly, I'm just not going to do anything with this over here. I'm just going to leave it blank. And hopefully this request means that these trucks from this depot are going to come pick this up, drive it over to this here. And hopefully that's going to be more efficient than if we're trucking it with the warehouse trucks. Because I think these trucks are a little souped up. They might be a little bit faster. They hold a little bit more stuff, I think. I think that's actually what they do is they just hold a higher capacity. And what we do need to do, though, is get these factories built. We need more of these things. Like way more of these things. Especially while there's that discount. We are getting the discount still. Nice. Copper tubing. I don't want every, well, see, I don't know how this is. I want people bypassing these roads, to be honest. It'd be nice to like adjust the speed limits on those. But I don't think that's really much of a thing. I mean, what we could do is the way we could do it is, oh, this could be like a one-way loop, maybe? If this was a one-way loop, people would for sure come this way. They'd turn here and then they go this way. But if they needed to turn right, that might be kind of effective. I don't know. Let's try it and see. Let's just see if that works out better. You also are going to need to send to all of these different buildings. And unfortunately, we only have you set to be able to do it to one more. So instead, what we're going to need is we're going to actually need a warehouse. Add the extra harvesters. Figure out how much room we actually have in this area to do a warehouse. Not exactly our best setup we've ever done. So copper comes down here. Yeah, that means that there's gonna be some massive crisscrossing. Because all of these trucks now have to get back. Like, now these trucks are coming up this way. Well, I don't know. Maybe the fact it's a one-way, maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's going to be the saving grace here. I do not know. But we'll try that and see what happens. So let's go back to just you know what? Destination. Your only destination is going to be Warehouse 8. That's all you're going to do. Just send everything to Warehouse 8. You're going to be delivering to these areas automatically, which is great. I think hopefully you're tied to Warehouse 6, and that's that. Oh, we do want to set these people to actually make sure that they're delivering to Warehouse 6. Because we don't, yeah, we definitely do want that. Warehouse 6. 6, those are already set. Good. Now, I'm sure this is definitely not the best way that we could be doing this at all, but I think this should work. This should be 20 copper, 20 of that kind of copper coming in. We also have buttons are almost done too. What are buttons going to require exactly? Plastics, which we haven't thought about at all. Let's just see if this kind of like semi gets functioning here. Oh, we need that. No. See, there you go. We're donezo. We're donezo. I think that's all the copper and that's all the copper and the iron like left. Or not, sorry, iron and coal. Dang. Can we take a loan out to get that, actually? That would be worth it. 10 million with a 10% interest. I think we want this. I think we want this, guys. So let's bid on that. We already lost St. Michael's. There we go. We got it. Cool. So that just cost us a bajillion bucks. We now have 2 different loans hitting us from 2 different sides. We're paying a lot in research. We could tone that down a bit, but everything's looking good. Everything's working. You can kind of zoom out and see the potatoes are doing potato things. The copper stuff. This is all working. Hopefully it's getting sent to here. Hopefully it's then getting pushed to River Ridge. Everything's green though. Buttons are researched. We can start working on that in the next episode. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. I will see you guys in the next one.